Hi, I'm Marcy Scott, author of Hummingbird Plants of the Southwest, and I'm here in Portal, Arizona today with Susan Wethington, and our mission is to set up a temporary nectar patch for hummingbirds in the hopes that we can entice them to come take a look around and hopefully linger for a while. And to do this, we had several considerations. We needed to think of a bunch of plants that would be extremely attractive to hummingbirds. And more importantly, we needed to think of plants that would be blooming at exactly this time of year and would keep blooming over the next week or so. And most importantly, we needed to find plants that were available in the nursery trade at exactly this time. And that proved to be the most challenging aspect of our mission. And finally, we needed to find plants that could be planted in the ground and be expected to do reasonably well here because they share the same kind of habitat even if they're not native to this exact spot. So all the plants that I have here are all very highly favored by hummingbirds. These plants over here, Hesperallos, Hesperallo parviflora. A lot of people call them red yucca, and then this one is a yellow yucca. They're from the West Texas and the Texas Hill Country and northern Mexico, and they flower all summer long and are very attractive to hummingbirds. These petite plants here are Penstemon baccarifolius, rock Penstemon. And these also were from West Texas and northern Mexico. And they're great summer bloomers as well. They start blooming just about the beginning of June, and they can often crank out blooms until frost. And they're a great low elevation plant for some of the desert areas that usually are too hot for many of the Penstemons. And these guys crank out blooms all summer long through the heat. The ones on the ground here that we have are Sierra Madre lobelia. These are a great native from Arizona and northern Sonora and extremely popular with hummingbirds. They bloom mostly in the spring and into early summer and are widely recognized by many different species of hummingbirds. And this little cutie is one of my favorite plants for the spring and the fall. It also can bloom into the summer in a shady spot. This is called autumn sage or Salvia greggii, and this occurs way down into Mexico as well, and is a very popular plant with hummingbirds. And last but not least, Anisacanthus quadrifides, or flame acanthus. This variety is also known as Mexican fire, and it is a standout hummingbird plant, especially for the summer, and it'll bloom all the way into the fall. When little rufous hummingbirds come through on migration in our yard, they often perch atop one of these shrubs and defend it against all other hummingbirds. So I know they're very popular. They seem to produce nectar most of the day in my experience, and I think that adds to their popularity. But hopefully they'll get a good audience here.